Hello buddies, as a baker or a pastry maker, your sole aim is to create products that are satisfactorily attractive on the outside and also delicious at the same time. So, in this video, I am going to answer the question of how do I get my pastry attractive and also how do I get stretch marks on my pies. So guys, you have to watch this video to the end so you will get all the tips and tricks that will help your pies to get attractive and also get appreciated by your clients. Enjoy this video. So if this is your first time of meeting this awesome page, this is the Variety Chef and I create delicious, sumptuous, scrumptious, the best of all recipes, straightforward and recipes that you can use for your commercial businesses. So the first thing you need to have in mind as someone that wants to make the best of pies is you must have a scale. Yes, you must have a scale so that you can use this scale to measure your ingredients. So for this recipe, you're going to make use of scale. Second thing is that you must use the best recipe. You must have the actual and the best recipe. So for this particular recipe, I use 285 grams of all-purpose flour, use 130 grams of margarine or butter. I use half tablespoon of sugar, half teaspoon of salt. Then I started combining everything to make crumbs. So after combining, make sure that you combine it very well. Then I started adding the water. So I measured out about 80 grams of water, but I didn't add all of them at once. So I started with the first 40 grams. After adding the first 40 grams, I started sprinkling the remaining part of the water, sprinkling it. See, I was able to use, out of that 80, I used 57 grams of the water. Okay, so after combining this, you must make sure that you wrap it up and keep it aside for at least 20 minutes. If you have a fridge, you can put it in your refrigerator. If you don't have a refrigerator, please, you can just keep it on your countertop for at least 20 minutes. This will help to soften the dough and also make all the ingredients to go deep into the dough. Okay, now if you want this type of color my dough has, you can add a little bit of turmeric or egg yellow to boost out the color just like mine. But if you don't want, you can just go ahead, do it the normal way. Okay, and when you are combining your dough, you don't need to over knead it. Please don't over knead it. If you over knead it, it's going to make it stretchy, and if you add too much of water as well, it's going to round your dough. Your dough is going to be stretchy and going to be like gummy and all that, so you don't need that. Be careful while you are adding water. Okay, so when you are also flattening your dough or rolling it out, don't roll it out too flat or thick. It must have to be light when you roll it out. Okay, then you place on your meat pie cutter, and then your filling, you must put enough filling in the inside. The filling will also help to brush up the pie so that it can rise. You don't need baking powder for your short crust pastry or for your pies. Yes, you don't need it. So make sure that you have enough filling in the inside. Okay, now after putting in your filling, sealing your pie and put it in your oven, you bake it in the oven at the right temperature of 130 degrees for the first 5 minutes. After the 5 minutes, you take it out again and egg wash it the second time. After the egg washing the second time, you put it back in the oven again and let it bake at the same 130 for the next 40 minutes or till it turns out light golden brown. You will see it cracked up. You don't need to increase the temperature. You have to make sure that you reduce the temperature to medium temperature. Let it bake gradually. Even if it can take 1 hour, no problem, but let it bake gradually on medium temperature. You will see it get cracks. and get attractive. Just follow these tips and believe me, you are going to make the best pies that people will love when they see it and also when they eat it. For the recipe on how to make the pie filling, I'll be dropping the link below. Please don't forget to follow my page and all my social media handles. See you in the next one.